Doesn't just mean money, it means creative license, it means complete creative control, it means no censoring on anything I say, etc. And I don't think there are very many major labels in the world today willing to go for something like, if we use the analysis of my brethren Loki, you know, I know he sold thousands and thousands and thousands of albums with no radio, no TV, just off YouTube.
Right.
Now, if the music industry was just about making money, labels would be beating down his door. There's very few rock bands, very few pop artists that have sold the amount of albums he's sold.
As Low-key has, yeah.
That have been able to sell out the garage. Both me and him, independently of one another, have both sold out the garage in Holloway, a venue, I don't know, what's the capacity, 650, 700 or whatever it is, which, as an independent artist, no song on the playlist. My song on the playlist was 7 years ago,
right.
8 years ago. So no one can say it's because of the radio. Literally, because of a strong fan base online, because of YouTube, etc. We can sell that amount of tickets, we can sell the amount of merch we've sold, we can sell the amount of albums we sold. The label should be beating down his door if they want to make money, right? But his political message is just never going to be played. Never going to be played on the radio.
Not marketable.
But that's the thing, it is marketable.
It is, okay.
Because how is it he's able to sell that amount of albums and that amount of tickets just off YouTube? If people don't want to hear all that political shit, how is his success or Immortal Technique's success, you know, how is that explainable? They tell us it's not marketable. What they mean is, again, it doesn't fit with the agenda of the people who control the music industry. That's not about conspiracy. What would be the consequence if the song Terrorist, for example, was that popular just off a YouTube video? What would be the consequence if it was played daytime on Radio 1? Do you think people would just suddenly not like the song and not listen to it? But what he's saying is unacceptable to be played at that time of day to that audience, not because it wouldn't resonate with them, actually quite the contrary, because if it resonates with them, what are the consequences of that? And what are the consequences of making someone like Kareem Dennis, aka Loki, a national superstar in a country like this? He's not harmless, he's got something to say. What are the effects on people's consciousness of making someone like that a pop star? So he will not be made a pop star, right, even if he can generate money.
And you're saying that starts to break down other institutions, political,
of course,
commercial,
of course,
everything.
Yeah,
okay.
of course. Right. And this is not unique or new. A lot of people say, hey, it's conspiracy. No, throughout the ages, even in the Bible, they talk about singers and players of instruments, you know, and their interaction with power. You know, if we go from ancient Egypt to the griots of West Africa to the poetry of the Islamic world, the interaction between musicians and entertainers and power has always been there. If we talk about the classical world, where certain phrases were banned because they were considered devilish and demonic or associated with infidels, with the Moors, etc. You know, so this interaction between music's spiritual and esoteric and human power and the power of the state and the church and all these other stakeholders in society has always been there. This is just a modern manifestation of it. But when you talk about it, people say conspiracy theory. You know?
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonreelacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media login and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonreelacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.